What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Air Jordan 1 Low review, and today we're taking a look at probably one of my favorite colorways for this sneaker, the Gym Red White. So as you guys know, last year in 2020, Jordan Brand released a ton of Jordan 1 lows and a lot of really good colorways. If you guys want to see like my full list of the top 10, I'll leave the video linked down below. But today I think we have one of my top rated ones, this Gym Red pair. Now this pair right here I think is probably the closest you can get to the Chicago Air Jordan 1 low, but it just misses a couple things like having the black swoosh, the Nike Air on the tongue. But other than that, it is a really fantastic colorway. With red being my favorite color and me loving Air Jordan 1s, this was just a match made in heaven for me. So the retail price for the Gym Red Low 1 was $90 US or 120 Canadian. And the not so official release date I have for these is March 1st, but because they are Jordan 1 Low, you guys know they don't necessarily always have like a hard confirmed release date. So they pretty much just released around spring and summer of last year. And last year, this is when like COVID was really hard. So stores were not getting the typical inventory and like typical schedule releases as they should have been. Now there wasn't much resale for this sneaker when they initially dropped, but it quickly rose. Resale for these right now is about 240 to 260 Canadian dollars, and we'll talk about my resale predictions later into the video, so stick around for that. My first impression of this shoe was really good. I really liked the way they were treating this shoe. They didn't use really crappy cheap leather like we've seen on a lot of other Jordan 1 lows. The quality of these is slightly better than the typical GR Jordan 1 low. You also have fantastic color blocking. The materials aren't like, they don't experiment with weird suede, for example. They don't do anything too crazy. They keep it simple with pretty much a all smooth leather upper, which I really appreciate. I gotta say, I think this year in 2021, these will probably be one of my go-to sneakers, so I'm curious to how dirty these will end up getting. But if you want to see me rock these and style these, my Instagram is @SneakerTalkCA. With that said, let's take a closer look at the shoes, show you guys the details and what these are all about, starting off with the leather upper. So these use a completely faux leather upper. It's not like real genuine leather. You can typically tell by just smelling it right away. It doesn't have that same smell as the Jordan 1 High, which typically use real leather. But this faux leather that they use is actually pretty decent quality in comparison to other leather we've seen on the past on other Jordan 1 lows. So these have two different colors on them. We got white and we got red. So let's start off with the toe box. You have this white smooth leather toe box, and you can see there's some very faint texture to it, but it's not enough by any means to start calling it tumbled. So you can only see it when it's really up close. So you have the white leather toe box as I mentioned, and then you also have that smooth white leather on the side panels as well, with that red Nike swoosh on top. Ooh, that red really pops, and the way the white and red contrast on this shoe is really pleasing. These look really good in hand, but when you see them on feet, they're gonna look even better. The red leather they use on the Nike swoosh on the side is also seen around the toe box area that wraps around the white toe box. So you have that smooth red leather around the toe box perimeter and going up the shoe with the eyelets, and again on the back panel and booty. Now taking a look down the center of the shoe, these sneakers have a white tongue with that red Jumpman stitched front and center. These have white shoelaces, no extra laces included because these are of course a Jordan 1 low. They don't really come with extra laces. And then you also have the that 23 branding right in the middle of the tongue as well, where it has 23 stitched in white on that red tag. Now some people aren't gonna like this, and I've actually seen some people cut that tag off so it looks really clean just with the laces right here. That's all you have. So you can choose to cut it off, or you can just keep it on. And for right now, I don't mind having it on, but I think I'll probably cut it off eventually with like a box cutter. One thing to note, these shoelaces are not the typical laces we see on a lot of other shoes like the Nike Air Force 1 or a lot of other lifestyle Jordans. It's a little thinner than we're used to seeing. It's kind of like an athletic shoelace. So it's yeah, just a slightly different texture, slightly different feel than we're used to seeing on something compared to like a white on white Air Force 1 low. Taking a look at the collar of the shoe, the sock liner here is red, which I really like. A big fan of that. It keeps this whole red area of the shoe looking really clean, and it's also going to hide any dirt and, you know, nasty stuff and gunk that builds up over the summer. That's something I always say about some shoes, because you know, it can get really ugly. If you've seen a dirty Air Force One low, you know what I'm talking about, how it gets all brown, stained, and yellow. So the fact that they're nice and red here is going to make it more viable for me to mess these up and wear them daily. Besides that, you have the Air Jordan Wings logo embroidered or stitched in, stitched in into the back right here, red on red, so it doesn't necessarily pop as much. I don't mind it because I wasn't really a big fan of having the Jordan Wings logo on the back there anyways. If they were to go with white, I think it would have been really, it would have contrasted a lot, would have been a little obnoxious. So I actually prefer the fact that they went for the red Air Jordan Wings logo on the back. Taking a look at the midsole, these do have a white midsole and then they also have a red outsole. Now one thing I've seen, like I've seen some people customize these by actually getting some sort of marker or just getting this something online, like some paint, to make this white turn into a sail. So they customize them and give them more of like a vintage kind of look, which is something I think I've seen Kais Omar do with this particular pair. It looked really cool. I'm not gonna do it because I like the way these look, the way they do, the way they are, but just one thing you can keep in mind, this is a pretty easy sneaker to customize if you wanted to customize it. Now in terms of sizing and comfort, sizing, I would definitely recommend going your true size in the Air Jordan 1 Low. They fit just like mids and highs, just without the padding on the sides, so they're really nice to wear during the summer when your feet can heat up pretty quickly. So your ankles are going to have nice mobility, and then you're also not going to feel like restricted by anything. So I like the fact that these fit the way they do. They are a bit flat, so if you're walking around all day long, you might feel the pain after a long day of being on your feet. But honestly, the Jordan 1 Low's comfort is enough to be a solid daily beater shoe. I really can't complain about the comfort for this shoe. And most of the people who are buying this shoe, no, they're not trying to buy a super comfortable sneaker. You're trying to buy a dope looking shoe that's gonna look good with a lot of outfits. But again, the comfort is good enough for daily use. And if you have a wide foot, going up half a size is super common. And actually just going up half a size if you can't find your proper size isn't that bad either. I actually have the black toe 1 Lows half a size large, and I completely forgot they were half a size large months later. But whatever you do, don't go half a size down. You do not want to compromise your toes on this because it's going to hurt. Now in terms of my resale predictions for this shoe, as I mentioned earlier, they're currently going for about 240 to 260 Canadian, and I think the prices are going to continue to climb. This isn't a shoe that Jordan Brand's gonna be restocking anytime soon within the next few years. If you look at the trend right now with the graph on screen from StockX, I feel like these are probably gonna hit like 300 Canadian dollars by the end of the year. I actually paid resale for these back last summer, and the prices have continued to climb ever since I bought them. So yeah, with that said, if you guys like Jordan 1 Lows, if you like this red and white colorway, what are you waiting for? This is a fantastic shoe. There's other colorways available like the storm blue ones and a whole bunch of others. I'll leave reviews of other Jordan 1 Lows in the description, or you can just check out the channel page on Sneaker Talk 365. But you're not going to be disappointed with this shoe. This is a really great Air Jordan 1 Low. With that said, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about these Jordan 1 Low Gym Reds. They released a lot of Gym Red Lows or just Gym Red sneakers from Jordan Brand, but these are probably going to be one of the best ones I've seen. If you want to see the 2021 version of the Gym Red Jordan 1 Low, I'll leave it linked down below. That's a review on my main channel, and they also recently reviewed the mid top as well. But yeah, is this a cop or a drop? Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button as well to support the channel and help me out with the algorithm, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.